Hello, folks. Welcome back. Okay, finally. I used the Canon R6 Mark II, okay, with the all-in-one lens 24 to 240 against primes, the RF primes. So I had the 16 millimeter, kind of like a pancake. Had the, the 24 millimeter, had the 35 millimeter, had the 50 millimeter, and 85 millimeter. All the cheap lenses, that are kind of small, compact. I think the 35 is the biggest lens, but no, the 85 was the biggest. But compared to a zoom lens that can't match the f2 or the 1.8 or the 2.8 apertures. Well, let's see what happens, okay? So here's a clean slate. You see me. You see me all ready for this. Hope everything goes well. I go to the Ozbot. Let me undo this. Okay. Supposed to go to number 2. And I move this. So there we go. That's the way it should be. There we go. Just like, now you see that little thing right there? That's the base. So I have to get rid of that. So the way I do it is I can do it like this and a little bit like this. Oh, wrong way. Sorry. Can you see? And I move it a little bit like that. Okay. 50 millimeter f1.8 is on there. And I got 2 of those. But anyway, let's go to kind of like the slideshow. And I have this right here. And I am going to move myself to over here. So I'm not in the way. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? Almost centered. Okay. Now it is. All right. So what I'm going to show you is different pictures. What I'll show you is, let's see. Yeah. So if I went to the previous one, okay, I think it was in crop mode. I didn't think I had it in crop mode. No, I'm not. This is part of the 75 to 300. It's like the 70 to 180. I just forgot to that I took some pictures on the R6 Mark II. But we can enjoy them. So the 75 to 300 is excellent. And I did some on there, but I think that was a mistake. That 2. That 3. Yeah. Okay. Now, still 75 to 300 on the R6 Mark II. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that intro. That's why I didn't show the pictures in the other one. I just used the R5 too. And I forgot to remove these. But manual exposure, the moon, the 24 millimeter. Okay. Yeah. Actually, it's the 16 millimeter. This is the 24 millimeter. This is the 35 millimeter. This is the 50 millimeter. This is the 85 millimeter. This is the zoom at 100, 150, 200 millimeters. And just to show you how sharp and clear that zoom is, can't beat it, okay? So if I go to, let's say the 85. Okay, let's go to the 85 because that's the closest. And if I zoom in, that's why you have zoom. So this was at f2. The other one was at, actually this was at 2.8, but still it's not sharp. So anyway, let's get back to the, so this is now the 15 millimeter. Take that back. This is the 24 to 240. Okay. F4 at 24 millimeters. And that's at 240 millimeters. And that's another shot. So you can even see a star back here and maybe an airplane right there. Or it might be a light hanging from here. I don't know. But if we crop into right here, that's a cooler. Okay. Well, you got to protect your stuff. So anyway, now this is with the 85 millimeter, and it's not sharp at all. I misfocused right there. This is more sharp, and it's 50 millimeter f1.8. The 85 millimeter, yeah, it's that f2. I just got impatient, took a shot when it wasn't in focus. So there's 50, there's the 35, there's the 24, and there's the 16 millimeter. And then I went inside, okay? So this is a 16 millimeter at 2.8. This is a 24 millimeter at 1.8. 35 millimeter, 1.8. The 50 millimeter, 1.8. The 85, 1.8. There's a 24 at f4. That's the zoom lens, 24 to 240. That is at 35. That's at 50. That's at 70. That's at 100, 150, 240. Pretty good, huh? For a zoom lens, it looks sharp. That's why I like this. So same thing, okay? 240, 150, 100 millimeters, 70 millimeters. And this is the 85, I think. Nope, it's 24 to 240, 70 millimeters. Okay, 50 millimeters. That's at 35, 24, and that's all I can go. So right there with this is now the 85, the 50. Now, that 85, unfortunately, I took it at f4. So I hit the movie mode, and it wouldn't take it, and it kind of disrupted the flow. So that's at f4. I got 3 doing at the f2 at the end to make up for this 80. But still, it looks sharp, okay? So this is a 50 millimeter, 1.8. Did one of the dog, one of the cat, and then I got the 35 millimeter of the dog and of the angel, then the 24 millimeter of the dog and the angel, and then just the 16 millimeter. Now, last 3 shots, 85 millimeter, f2. There's the cat, there's the angel. You don't see much difference between an f4 and f2, but still, it's there. And if you do, that's pretty sharp. And I might bring it down one. And I'll go back here to the Ozbot. I will close that. I will make that a full screen. I will kind of do that. Yeah, I'll put it like that. Okay, that's good enough. So, back to the new scene. That's what I'm going to end it with. Thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day.